All right. Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good night. It is. All right. Just testing the audio a little bit. Hello, anyone who's watching. All right, let's see. Welcome back to another Okami stream. Making sure everything's good. Yep, looks like everything's doing all right. Okay. All right. Back at Okami, back in Okami. We, last time we made it all the way to the frozen north. We're in Kamui now. The last thing we did was we took care of the guardian sapling that was in the area. We had the evil curse zone, and the area is looking a little bit nicer. It's still kind of a frozen waste, so let's start off with a little battle. Fight some of the Namahage. I think I remember these guys are Galestorm. That's correct. All right. A little bit of that. Alright, yep, we're getting back into it. So, actually, at a point where I don't really need to go after... Is this still Galestorm? Yes, it is. Actually, at a point in battles where I don't really need to go after Demon Fangs anymore. Most of the Demon Fang, or most of the items that I personally like for Demon Fangs have been purchased. I think actually all of the things that I normally get for Demon Fangs have been purchased. All of the artifacts, at least. Because I'm basically set with what I'm going to keep for the rest of the game. So we have... The current setup is the golden ink pot, which increases ink restoration speed. The golden lucky cat, which draws money and valuables near. And then the thief's glove, which allows you to get Isun to steal items. And swapping out every now and then we'll also do the fire tablet and the water tablet, depending on... already got most of the water tablet stuff. There's one or two things maybe that this could be useful for still. And the fire tablet just completely negates fire from affecting Amaterasu, so that's just kind of a boon for certain fights. And then every now and then we might throw on the peace bell just so that the demon scrolls won't come after us, so. But for the most part, really just going to be using, and I haven't been utilizing the thief's glove very much at all. Where are these? These masks. There we go. Let's get Isun in here. There he goes. Oh, he got us a feed bag. Throw that in there. And I'll show you right here. We've already done this to an enemy, so if he goes back again, he doesn't really do anything. Now, is he also Galestorm? He is. There is one of the Namahage. I think it's the one that's like the bucket Namahage. It does not use Galestorm as its floral finisher. So whenever we come across one of those, I'm going to have to figure out which one it is. Oh, hey, look, there's the bucket Namahage right there. The bucket Namahage is also different than the other kind of burrowing ones. See, he brings his sticks up. Let's see. Oh. That one was a little weird. Okay, let's see. Is it Cherry Bomb, perhaps? Ah, it was. Ah, look at that. I actually remembered. Okay, so the bucket Namahaj is Cherry Bomb. Good to know. And last time we also went into this hut. This is Oki's hut. He is of the Oina tribe. Let's see if Oki's at home. He is. Here he is, Oki. The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kutone glows silver. Kutone. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. But Kutone will not wake till it has tasted more monster blood, so I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be, until Kutone once again lights our way to victory. So, that's kind of the summary of how we ended last time. We met Oki after getting to the north, and haven't gotten very far. So if we head this direction, there's the guardian sapling. We also met our archer friend. I actually forget his name, but he helped us get to the tree in the first place. Oh, there's a chest here. Accidentally burned a tree in the process. Another scroll here. Oh, interesting. Not really sure what froze me right there. That's interesting. Oh, well, there you go. You soon got the final blow. I don't recall these fellows taking 2 hits on their masks. That's interesting. Alright. There we go. That was a little bit of... I was starting to do a cherry bomb and realized that I still need to do Gale Storm for them. No big deal. So if we go back over this way, we got our little fox friends. And of course, whoop, we have Kokari. And basically he just wants to fish, but we'll skip that for the time being. Because let's go in here. The dojo's here. This is the 3rd and final location where the dojo's going to be. So let's see what moves he has on offer. Oh, look who's here. Greetings, my little wolf friend. What the? Not you again. Can't you just pick a place to run your dojo and stick with it? I've already explained myself, no? Be it a lone isle among the waves or the most frigid mountain peak, I forge a warrior's path throughout the land. Wow, you are one serious dude. In here I thought you were laid back. Your face really changes when you get down to business. And what has brought you here? Do you once again seek my tutelage in the fighting arts? Whoops, I accidentally exited out of that. Apologies, Onigiri, sensei. Oh, he won't talk to me now that I've said no. Alright, hang on, I gotta leave and come back. Sensei, I do want to train, please. Have you come to sharpen your skills? Okay. So now we have Hardhead. Break objects you couldn't by tackling them. So Hardhead's a fun one. Very interesting. Okay, let's skip this dialogue. Alright. Hardhead technique. So basically, it's just Amaterasu's headbutt. And he doesn't actually give us anything to train with. So I wonder if we can do it... So yeah, we can now headbutt rocks like this. Which is pretty fun. So that's really it. No training or anything. You can just headbutt stuff. The really fun thing about Hardhead is that it has the same power as Power Slash. It either has the same power or it's 1 power down. I believe it has the same power as Power Slash, but see, as before, we couldn't do anything with this rock. We can actually just bonk our head against it and it explodes. Not these snowbanks, though. Unfortunately, I don't think that there is a rock anywhere around here that I can demonstrate on. Oops. Got into a battle by accident. There we go. Took care of them real quick. Alright, we'll come back to the dojo. He's got a few more upgrades. Oops. He's got a few more upgrades for us, but we don't need to mess with anything just this moment. Let's just dodge all these. We don't need to be fighting them right now. Ah. Here we go. We're fighting an igloo. New monster. So these guys work a lot like the chimeras and the bulb ogres. You gotta smack them around so they finally fall over. And then, interesting thing, their tail catches fire. You use their tail to burn the little straw figure inside their hut. And then you can finish them off. Then I believe their floral finisher is fire? Yep. But they don't... Their tail doesn't stay on fire, so you can't use their tail to finish them, so you have to use some other outside means, which is very fortunate that we have the ability to just conjure fire at will. Oh, okay, here we go. So, we have the power slash power increased by 1, so we can cut these iron rocks. But now, since we have hard head, we can also just headbutt them. It's a fun little interaction that I discovered that isn't explicitly stated. I believe if we go down to the move list and we go to Hardhead, don't flinch, just press square. Your head turns to steel, not even iron boulders stand in your way. With practice, Hardhead will evolve and grow stronger. Be headstrong, don't let any obstacles stand in your way. I believe that this line right here, with practice, Hardhead will evolve and grow stronger. I believe it means that it's indirectly means that Hardhead has the exact same power as your power slash. And perhaps it just means the more things you headbutt, the more power it does. I have not exclusively tested it out. Alright, let's feed these bears, and then there was another bear over by that little middle of the pond a bit. I have quite a bit of praise I didn't realize. Alright, here's another group of bears. So there's going to be quite a lot of these animals up here in the north that want fish. So it's good to have a good stock of fish. Okay, so this is a dig spot. Oop, and fell right in. Okay. Here is my nemesis. This is, I believe, Blockhead Grande. The first thing I'm going to do here is grab all of these. Alright, this is absolutely my nemesis for this entire game.
Yaha! I am Blockhead. I guard this place so that all shall pass. Or wait, like that none shall pass.
Not you again. You just never learn, do you? Then again, I gotta hand it to you. You're one persistent dude.
White demon of death, finally you have come this far. In the name of the Blockhead clan, I, Blockhead Grande, strongest of our clan, rise up to stop you.
Blockhead Grande.
I know of your deadly skills. They have been the end of my brethren, and I have not underestimated you. Indeed, I have been training daily to ready myself for your arrival. My body is now hard as steel. I defy you to find any weak points. Go right ahead. Strike my rock-hard body to your heart's content.
It'll be our pleasure. But let me ask you, how come you guys never take the offensive? I mean, how do you expect to ever win that way?
The Blockhead clan never resorts to such boorish acts. Take the beating, then dish it out. That is our clan's philosophy. Now, the time of talk is over. Come, strike me if you dare.
Alright. So this is the final Blockhead out of 4, and he is the biggest pain in my butt out of anything in this game. Because he has 8 weak points. And I do not have a good enough memory to remember where they all are. Is that the true power of the White Demon of Death? How very disappointing. And then he does his whole shtick with the rocks again. Ow. Alright, so the first time I ever fought this guy, it was like 2007 or 2008. 2 years after this game came out, somewhat. What I wound up doing is I got a dry erase marker and I held the button down to paint. And as he was doing his little reveal his weak point spots, I would mark with the dry erase marker where his weak points were. And then after he was done showing his weak points, it would immediately go to this screen and I would be able to do them. The thing is, it's not just enough that you can hit all of the weak points, you have to do them in order for some reason or another. So I also had to figure out the order, and it still took me a while. Now with modern technology, we have cameras, and so what I'm going to do, and I'm going to admit this, is I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to record a video and then play it back so that I can actually get this done. Because, oh boy, this takes forever for me. So, here we go. Starting, we bonk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, did I miscount? Was that 10? Okay. Alright, let's see. Rewatching. 1, 2. So we have 1 here. 1 here. 3, 4. 3, 4. And then 5. 6, 7, 8. We have 6, 7, 8. And I think, there he goes. All right. Okay, Blockhead Grande has been taken care of.
Huh? No, this cannot be. You have struck every last one of my weak points. And after I trained so hard to cover them up, your sight is not of this world.
No, it's of the technological world.
It is like the eyes of the gods. O White Demon of Death, behold, the moment of death is upon me. May this image be burned into your eyes for all eternity.
I feel no remorse for you, Blockhead Grande. Blockhead Grande, I'll see to it that your epic tale lives on forever. Unfortunately, I had to do that because in this middle chest is a stray bead. And some gold dust. And also the silver pocket watch. which I think you can find in other places as well, but this is a really expensive item. Alright, so we've got the Blockhead Grande stray bead dealt with. And we will be seeing no more blockheads throughout the rest of this game. There are only 2 of them that are required throughout the entire game, and then there are 2 of them, like Grande here, that are optional. The problem is that this one has a stray bead behind it. I believe the other optional one also had a stray bead. Alright, so now we have a merchant. Oh, hello there, Wolf. I had a feeling I wouldn't get much business in this blizzard, and it looks like I was right. I suppose an animal like you wouldn't understand, but it's tough trading in the snow, looking out for monsters. The thing is, I can't just leave. Some people need me. Can you imagine how hard it is? If you have any sympathy at all, you'll buy something. So we can do some shopping. Let's first sell all the treasures. I'm actually going to hold on to my fish, because I believe if you sell all of the fish in Cyan City, you actually get more for them. Matter of fact, what we can do is we can do a little test. See, the silver pocket watch sells for 30,000 yen. It's a really pricey item. So let's see. So the marlin sells for 12,000 yen, the yellowtail for 75,000. So let's remember that. Oh, and also, with all Oina, you can do this. If you use bloom on them, they turn into wolves with little masks. They're very cute. Okay. So we're gonna take a quick detour back to Cyan. So that was 12,000 for and 7,500. Because I don't want to be giving out false information. +2, if I am correct, it'll get more money. Okay. Where's the closest place? Probably Ryoshima Coast, actually. So we have 12,000 for the swordfish and 7,500 for the yellowtail, I believe it was. Just do a quick run. See, look, there's the dojo over there as well. I don't know that Sensei, Onigiri Sensei, will be selling the same moves over here that he does in the Frozen North. I think you have to have him give you some of the upgraded stuff in the later dojos. But we have access to Kamui now, so we don't have to worry about that. Just grabbing that seed bag real quick. Alright, 12,000 for the swordfish. 7,500 for the yellowtail. Okay. Hello, shopkeep. So if I sell... Oops, that's buy. If I sell the fish... Okay, so for the marlin, it's true. The marlin sells for 18,000 yen here. The yellowtail, for some reason, doesn't sell for any more. Neither did the scallop, because I remember it being 550. So I don't know. It is sort of true. Which is very interesting. Alright, so we did discover it is probably more beneficial to sell your fish there. I'm actually going to use the mermaid spring here because I think that I can get to... I think I can get back to Kamui with the mermaid spring. Ooh, almost went back into the building. I really hate that it points you that direction. No big deal. Okay, so our mermaid spring is over here. Let's see. That's the Dragon Palace. Ah, unfortunately, no. I have not gotten the Mermaid Spring in Kamui yet. That's no big deal. Let's just go to Shinshu Field and then I can make it from there. Because all I have to do in Shinshu Field is go right down here to the Origin Mirror. Grab that. Oh. Never mind, it was this rock that had the feeding bag in it. There we go. Okay. So now we can go to this Origin Mirror instead and teleport. Alright, now we're back in Kamui. Ooh, easy there, camera. Back to business. Let's go see what other sheep here. Yeah, already fed them. Let's go see what other dojo upgrades we can get. Should be a few more upgrades for our weapons. I believe that we can get an extra attack on most of them. Hello, Onigiri-sensei. Okay, we have Counter Dodge and Holy Falcon, which are pretty good. 4 shears for the glaive, bead string, which is bead string and sword dance are the equip as main and sub weapons to increase attack power. And then of course Brown Rage, which is 2 million yen, which we're not going to bother with at this moment. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to leave bead string and sword dance. I'm going to get 4 shears. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do 4 shears right now since I have a glaive equipped. And now the glaive will have a 4-hit combo. Alright. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can even do it with the charge attack. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. And that 4th one even hits 3 or 4 times. Makes it a whole lot more powerful. Can I zoom the camera out? There we go. That's the really cool thing about the glaive. Excuse me. That's the cool thing about the glaive. You can do a hit, or you can charge up a hit. And then you can run around while it's charging, then do another hit. And then this is technically the 4th one, and then it does all those hits right at the end. But you can fully charge them in between. So it makes the glaives pretty nice. There we go. Sensei is pleased with us, and he will give us a bone. Okay. So now I'm going to get those other two techniques because they are pretty nice passive damage. I'll show you what they do. So this one, counter dodge. So what these two are going to do is make it so that every time we use a dodge or a double jump, it's going to do some damage. And we don't have to do anything extra. So now, when we dodge, we have this damaging aura that happens. And it doesn't do a whole lot. But if you think about it, whenever we want to dodge, we'll actually do a little bit of chip damage now. And it also increases the combo multiplier, which is how you build Godhood. So it's just a little extra on top. And then it'll be the same thing for this other move, Holy Falcon, but it'll be for our double jump instead. So see, now our double jump also does it. And the cool thing about these two moves is that they persist through New Game Plus, and you don't have to buy them again. Same as the combo increases for all the weapons. Thing is, you still have to get double jump later in New Game Plus, but as soon as you unlock new double jump in a New Game Plus, it will be the Holy Falcon. So, they're good upgrades to have. Just some passive damage. Don't do a lot, but they are not a bad thing to have. Thank you, Onigiri-sensei. Alright, let's go and test them out. Alright, so we have these guys. So if we nick him, see, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it keeps our combo going. Easy peasy. Oh, it even works on wall jumping as well. And of course, the effect doesn't show up outside of battle. Alright, we can proceed with the story now. Oh, hold on, there's something up here. Thought I had spotted this flower. Hey, and there's a rock to bomb up here as well. Ah, here we go. So see, this has 2 cracks in it. So we need to do that. And then we need to do that. And now it's open. So here's where one of our money sinks is going to be. So we've got some goodies in here. Some trees and some clovers that we can get some praise from, which is really good. These especially have some good praise in them. But here is where... Here's the main thing. Nothing good comes from having too much money. So here we go. I think this is actually the more expensive of the two springs. 100,000 yen. We have to put in 300,000 yen into this pool. Which is very unfortunate, because that is almost a third. Or, not a third. That is almost 30% of the money that we had. See, now we are below 1 million yen. However, this gets us the Cherry Bomb 3. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Only a heart as pure as your own can pierce the darkness. The kindness overflowing from your heart has further strengthened me. The destructive power of 3 cherry bombs is now yours. I trust that you will make good use of it. Oh, welcome in, Silux. Good to see you. Bakugami's cherry bomb technique just got even more powerful. Just think about what you could do with 3 cherry bombs at once. We're on a roll here, right, Amy? So see now. We can do 3. And this will be important later. We need this for a stray bead. Matter of fact, we won't go right now, but we have to go all the way back to Shinshu Field. And we go to Tama's house and show him 3 cherry bombs, and then he will give us one of the stray beads from Shinshu Field. So that is a requirement for completing the string of beads. Here we go. We've got a devil gate. Oop. Messed up the calligraphy there. Actually, let's... Oh, never mind. I was going to say let's get Isun to finish him off, but accidentally hit him with that last hit. It's okay. We have more. The bucket Namahash. Oh, and I forgot. These are actually really good. You can block with a reflector. And they will... they will have the counter attack happen. Hope you've been having a good weekend and have a great time gaming. It is a classic. Thank you. I've been having a pretty decent weekend. I got a haircut this morning. It's been a good day. I hope the same to you as well. I see we have a chest here with a stray bead in it. Look at that. Ah, here we go. That's why, this is why I couldn't activate the spring before. Because it was being hidden by the devil gate. No big deal, it's active now. There's a chest right over here, I noticed. This one did not open with the headbutt. Here we go, amber tassels. The tassels are important treasures because there is only, I believe, one of each color tassel in the game. So that is the only spot that you will ever find the amber tassels. Oop, getting stuck behind a sign because I was trying to dodge the scroll. A super slow and relaxing day. I feel that. Not always bad to have one of those. Oh, there's another devil gate over there. I'm actually going to go grab that devil gate, or I'm going to get accosted by the demon scroll first. That's okay. This isn't a really great place to have a battle. The ice is very slippery. And let's just power slash him, get him to go away. missed. There we are. Burn the ice. And then we'll give him a burn. Give him a little whiz. Alright, I'd like to get rid of this devil gate before progressing. Got some Namahaj. Oh. See if I can power slash him. There we go. I didn't know that my brush was going to be in the right location for that one. I was a little worried. You soon give us a hand, would you? Thank you. A little more weight. Alright, that was the first one. Now we gotta do this one. Easy peasy. Oop. Getting a little too rambunctious. I almost disconnected my controller by accident. Alright, now we have quite a bit of praise. So let's go in here and we'll just increase health a little. Oh, 3 times. Look at that. Alright, now I want to go into this building over here because this is going to be, as you can see, there's quite a bit of signs outside. Wally's house, no monsters allowed. Does this guy really think a sign's going to keep monsters out? So this here is Wally. Nothing like a good fire. Oh, that's not Wally. That's a fire. This is Wally. Oh, what have I done? This carries on. Kamui will be ruined. I have to do something to stop them. But I'm no match for those assassin monsters. Well, what am I going to do? Hello, Wolfie. What are you doing out in the blizzard? I envy you. You must have such an easy, carefree life. What I wouldn't give to be like you. I'm doomed to spend my days here, living in fear of those monsters. What's eating you, young man? You might feel better if you just talk about it. Oh, you have a ponkel with you. A white wolf and a ponkel? It's like the old legend. This must be the will of the gods. They must have told you to come here and help me. Nah, you got it wrong, young man. I'm not... I find the whole young man thing a little patronizing. I've got a proper name, you know. I'm called Wally. Distressed youngster, Wally. Listen to my tale, messenger of the gods. It all started just over a year ago. I was living in Wep'keer, the village up in the mountains. It's home to Kutone, the divine sword that protects Kamui. Because the village elder always treated it with so much respect, I couldn't help feeling curious. So one day, I touched it. I only touched it a tiny little bit, honest. Ever since then, I seem to be cursed with bad luck. My sandals broke, I was rejected by the girl I liked, I banged my toe countless times, and an icicle fell on my head. And on top of that, this awful blizzard came along. Now those assassin monsters are out in the wild trying to kill me. I didn't want to cause more trouble, so I came to live here. Wow, I can't believe you survived all this long all by yourself. So what did those assassin monsters do to you? Well, it's very strange. You see, they're always staring at me from way off in the distance. I know what they're up to. They're trying to break me emotionally. Then they'll come in for the kill. You have to help me, Wolfie. You have to get rid of them. See, here is a list with their names. So this is our last wanted list. They're all the igloos. Boy, you sure are a thorough young man. I think the gods placed some kind of mark on the assassin monsters. You'll definitely know when you see one. They're very wary, though. They only come out at night. Please get rid of them for me so I can sleep peacefully again. Wally's Record of Penance. Okay, now we have a reason to go after all of the scrolls now. So let's just make it nighttime. And this one is actually probably one of the easier ones to take care of. because the area is a lot smaller than most of the other areas that we've had to deal with. Alright, here's our first one. Creeping Igloo. And just as with the other ones, Isun gets kind of excited about it. An Infinity Stone. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and mess with the assassin monster, not have to worry, and not worry about the other monster. Actually, I wonder, if I use fire on this guy, will he... Okay, I can't actually do anything with him right now. There we go. Creeping Igloo defeated. Alright, same as all the others, we just cross the name off the list. I don't believe this is one of them, but let's see. It wouldn't hurt to do some more battles just to get more yen, due to the fact that spent all my yen. Gotcha. Whee! Okay, so we're gonna grind a little bit up. Here's another one. Frozen Penitence. Actually, I wonder if I can use a cherry bomb right here. It just goes off and messes with that other monster. Finally. This battle's on ice. It's a little weird traversing. Ah. That one was a little too strong for me to finish off. I think the Namahaj got in the way as well. Let me just do this. I'm just gonna slice it. A bit more of an annoying one because of how slippery this ice is. Alright, that was this one. I'm fairly certain that one's not going to be one, so I'm going to go this direction instead. I think that one of these is going to be another. Not this one. Oh, I didn't realize I must have power slashed this one to death. Alright, I believe there's at least one, if not two, scrolls out this way. Here's one. And this wasn't one, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that one. Go after this guy. You know what? Just power slash to finish him off. Isun, will you steal something for me, bud? Thank you. Oh, accidentally hit him. Was there one here? There wasn't. Okay. Quickly refresh the night. Now I think at least one, if not two, of the monsters are going to be out this way. Okay, wasn't this one? Then we can just block that. Didn't mean to actually bring that up. There we go. A little artistic ending there. Okay, let's see if one of these is over here. There's two here. This wasn't one of them. Nope, it didn't hit him, I just covered him in ink. One thing you have to be careful is, see that? Now that I have this offensive dodge move, an enemy that can be finished with a floral finisher can also take damage from that move. And therefore you can negate any ability you have to do a floral finisher. So you always have to be careful. Like I had said earlier, at this point in the game I don't really need to have I don't really need to worry about any demon fangs. Missed. Oh, I didn't realize he was such low health. Works for me. Okay, are there any more scrolls out here? I could have sworn that one of them was out here. Oh, no, but there's some bears out here that I missed. Good to come back for those. There's one right here, and it was not one of the monsters either. Hey, I want... There we go. Well, I suppose I was wrong. I really thought that one of those monsters was going to be out this direction, and it wasn't. Alright. Nothing to it but to go back over here. Let's refresh the night. Let's see if you are the right one. And here I was bragging about it being one of the easier ones. Alright, let's get this guy. Can I damage him right now? I can, actually. Then give him a good old cherry bomb. This guy a Gale Storm. Yeah, why not? We'll pee on this one. Get Isun to finish him. Actually, how much damage does Isun do? You know what? I probably could get Isun to finish him off. One more. Bonk. There he goes. A little glory for our Ponkle friend. Have I fed this bear? I have. Alright, just for the sake of saying that we've tried it, let's try this one. Okay, it was not. Oh, this is gonna be a weird cherry bomb. There we go. Missed it. There he goes. Not my cleanest fight. I'll try and get some sort of variation every now and then. Okay, fed these bears already. Where, oh where, could those monsters be? Get down from there. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let's try this out. Ah, I accidentally hit him with something else. I wanted to see if the whirlwind technique would actually get the demon fangs from them as well. If it counted as a gale storm. Oh, here we can use headbutt again. Bonk. We do have a bit more. We do have some more demon scrolls that we can mess with. Missed. Oh, come here. There he goes. Oh, cut him in half. Here. Here we go. Here's another one. Snowy Stigma. I'll just get this guy out of the way. Let's do a combination of Power Slash and our glaive techniques. Oops, I accidentally used Decent instead. Snowy Stigma defeated. Now we just have 2 more remaining. And if I've done my due diligence, we don't have to worry about heading back into that southern part of the map, because I've already been that way. Which is this direction. Oh, there's some bunnies here. Pardon me. Let's continue this direction. I see a chest over here, which may contain a stray bead. Nope, it had some crystal. Some bears here for feeding. We can go up to this demon scroll up here to see if this is the one we need. It is one of the ones we need. Okay. Stalking Blizzard. Oh. Accidentally used Decent. Getting my buttons mixed up. Ah, rats. slash to finish. Bit of a messy one, but we livin', we livin'. So now we just have cold remorse left. Oh, and I see another chest over here. Is this one going to have a stray bead? Nope, this one has a golden peach, which is a pretty good reward. Huh. There's some cranes here. Or herons. I think they're cranes. Excuse me, cranes. Ah, here is the amethyst tassels. So that's the location of those. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Because there's a couple more spots to try and check. We can't go all the way there because that's going to get us into the next area. Now, I don't believe that there's going to be a demon scroll in here. No, there's not. So we'll come back to that. Oh, there's a chest. The camera is being mean to me. Ah, here's a stray bead. Okay, there's one more place that I think I can check that I believe has a scroll in it, and I think it's this cave over here. Perhaps not. Before we accidentally touch the ice. Tribe of the Moon. Let's see. Oh, missed the jump. Getting the speed for this one is a little tricky. There we go. Can't do anything about this just yet, so let's just feed this bear, and then we can head on our way. Okay, there's one more path we could take. Ah, almost. The camera is not being kind to me right now. Okay, let's see. Was there... Nope, just a bear. And of course the chest. I apologize, bear. I can't get a good angle on the torch, so I'm just gonna do this and accidentally scorch the bear in the process. Oh no. And he'll be fine. Oh, rats. I was really hoping that wasn't gonna happen. Because now... I make it nighttime again, all the demon scrolls are going to be back. Or are they not? Perhaps they're not back. I might have to leave the area for them to respawn. Alright, that works for me. Because that means I can still go looking for that last demon scroll. That has the last monster that we need to fight. So if you'll bear with me, let's just do a little search around for a little while. See if we can't spot this elusive one. Because I could have sworn that I have been to all these areas already. But there's nothing to it but to go checking around again. Already fed these guys. Nothing around here. I really do think that I missed one out in this entrance area. Because I thought I distinctly remember there being one out here that dropped, or not dropped, that had one of the marked monsters. There aren't any more scrolls out here, so... Apologize, that was a bit of a nauseating camera movement. Huh. It doesn't help much that things don't start coming into view until you get kind of close to them. Where, oh where, could that last monster be? 'Cause I can't go any further up here. There's probably some part of this map that I haven't quite gone to have it spawn. I guess I'm just gonna have to like scour every inch of this place. It won't be in the water, I know that. This is something else. I guess that's what I get for bragging that this one is kind of the easiest one to deal with. Isn't that something? Well, give me just a moment. Let me do some research. me see. Let's have a look-see here, then. So we have one that I'm pretty sure I found right here. He's no longer here, of course. Oh dear, I'm stuck. Remember we had one right by the hut. And I thought that we had one right around this area. And I'm pretty sure we had ones here. I am at a loss. Perhaps I need to reset it. Let's go ahead and see if we can just reset the monsters. And to do that, I'll actually go up into this here. Can I make it through? I cannot make it from up here, can I? Or down here, rather. Okay, let me go back to this cave that's up here. Because entering this should reset the demon scrolls. And we need to go in here anyway, because I believe this is going to be... Yep, see the smoke? This is going to be our third bandit spider lair. And same as the Spider Queen and all the other bandit spiders before. We just gotta get around him. Oop. Ah, that hook that I tried hooking it to was already hooked. Get him to open up. And then we just power slash him. Come on. There we go. Simple as that. And that actually gave us enough that it refunded us for one of the moves that we made at the, or got at the dojo. And another sun fragment. And once again, if we go back in the hole, there will be a gauntlet of 10 devil gates that we can mess with. That will end with a stray bead. But they are going to be the hardest enemies in this entire game. So I don't want to mess with that just now. For now, actually, I would like to... I thought it was right here. Suppose not. Oop. There's one other thing, aside from the monster, that we're still missing that we need to find. I don't think it was there. Thought it was right here, but I'm apparently incorrect. We already went in that cave. Can't do anything about it just now. Oh, excuse me, sheep. Okay. Let's revert the nighttime. And then we'll take a quick gander at some of these demon scrolls to see if I accidentally missed or didn't trigger one of the enemies. Let's go ahead and give him a slice. An interesting thing I've noticed about the ice, I will try to demonstrate it. If you're heading in one direction and then you do a dodge, you keep the momentum that you were going in originally. So even if you dodge in the complete reverse direction, you'll still be carried through the momentum after you come out of the dodge. It's a little wacky of a interaction. Okay. Let's try this one. Here it is. For some reason, it just wasn't there in the previous night. How bizarre. Oh, I can't do anything with this right now. Because I'm quite certain that I was in front of his hut and he didn't show up. Let's charbroil that guy while we're at it. Okay. I was quite certain that there was one right there, and I thought I had gotten it before, but apparently not. Maybe something hitched and I just didn't realize it. Well, we don't have to worry about the assassin monsters anymore. What do you know? You've taken care of all the names in the record of penance. I bet that young man's gonna be happy to hear this. Let's go give him the news right away. Here, Isun, and then we can be done with the whole wanted list shenanigans. How's it going with those assassin monsters, Wolfie? Wally's record of penance. Wow, all of their names have been crossed out. You did it, Wolfie. You finally did it. Now I can go to the toilet again without looking over my shoulder. And I don't have to crawl about on the ground when I go outside. I suppose so. Thanks so much, Wolfie. I don't have much to give you as a reward, but you can keep this as a token of our friendship. The last gold dust from the wanted list. It was terrible of me to put Kamui in danger like that, and I had to rely on you to fix the mess I made. I'll become strong enough to fight my own battles from now on. Good for you. Okay, I actually think that we are done here for the time being. So let's head right on up to the village. We can finally get out of this area. Wep'keer. Whoa. It's like the whole village has been frozen solid. Wonder if anyone's still alive. Let's give it a little bit more light. A little bit more light. There we go. So we have one beam of light right here. Hey, I mean, come on. We've got better things to do. No good. This door won't budge. Oops. Ah, better the stairs. I was going the wrong direction for a second. Oop, I heard some birds that we can grab. There they are. Oh, they went right into the water. And I see the top of a chest over here to get as well. Stray bead. The first Wep'keer stray bead. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. There's a nice large area down here. Oop, there's some sheepies. Didn't mean to scare them away. Got myself turned around for a second. So let's make our way all the way to the top here. We got a very angry individual up here.
Halt! Who goes there? This is the house of the village elder. If you need something from the elder, you must go through me. I'm Samical, top warrior of the Oina tribe.
Oina warrior Samical. Sheesh! Who does this guy think he is? Well, at least we finally met somebody from the village. So what are you doing standing around in the middle of this blizzard?
Huh? That grating voice.
Is that you, Isun? What in the world are you doing with that strange white wolf? That's none of your business, pal. Anyway, what's with this village? It's a total mess. Is it true the demons have taken over Ezofuji?
You must have been gone for some time if you don't know that. Save your questions for when you get back to your own village. That is, of course, if it hasn't already been buried by the snow. Oh, and take that suspicious wolf with you too.
Why, you little... We're done talking to you. Let us into the chief's house now.
No, you may not pass. We normally don't even let strangers into the village, and I've told the villagers not to let them into their houses. They will obey me, for I am Samical, chief of Wep'keer. Now be on your way.
Oh yeah, what do you think? Hold on a second. You, chief? What happened to old man Kamui? He didn't buy the farm, did he?
Fool! Of course he's still alive, but he's been greatly weakened battling the demons. Now the Heritage monsters are trying to finish him off, since only the Elder's volcanic incantation can foil their plans. That's why I became chief of the village. I must protect the Elder from the monsters lurking in every corner. Now be on your way.
Well, fine, geez. First, I'm gonna go feed the bears and dig up this chest that's over here. And you can't stop me. Stop feeding our bears and digging our chests out of the ground. We buried those for a reason. Gonna go ahead and add a little bit more health. Well, since he told us to leave, guess we just have to leave. Hey, wait! Hmm? You guys, wait up! Well, I'll be. I haven't seen you in ages. Isun, it is you! I thought I heard you talking to Samical. I just thought I'd come back and see how things were after my trip. I can't believe what's happened to the village since I've been gone. And that Samical's still stubborn as ever. When did he become chief? Well, a lot's happened this past year. Look, you'll freeze if you stay outside for too long. Why don't you come rest at my place? And bring your white wolf, too. Brr, at least the cold is a bit more bearable inside. It's really been ages, hasn't it, Isun? And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, Wolfie. I'm Kai. Oina girl, Kai. This here is to Amaterasu, otherwise known as No Bath Ami. Now let's cut to the chase. There's so much I want to ask you. First of all, how about those demons that are plaguing Kamui? What the heck brought that on? No one knows for certain. Those twin demons, Leku and Neku, they were sealed away by a brave Oina hero years and years ago, and they have been enshrined at the Wawaku Shrine ever since. Then, one day, they suddenly stirred and went berserk. A terrible blizzard descended upon Kamui. Kemu set out for the shrine at the top of Ezofuji to pacify them, but they nearly killed him. He was no match for their evil magic. Samical managed to get him back just in time and bring him back. Then they got even more violent and turned Ezofuji into a glacier. They unleashed a blizzard to smother Kamui in a layer of ice and snow. Chief Samical's trying to protect the village while Kemu recovers, but there's nothing we can do against those demons. You really are in a fix if old man Kemu's prayers don't work. The day before the twin demons suddenly went berserk, we heard what sounded like an earthquake from Shinshu Field to the south. On that fateful day, Kemu declared that the evil force from the south had made its way here to Kamui. Kamui is sometimes called the Land of Hidden Darkness. There's a legend that says all demons are born from this land. I wonder if all the world's demons are coming back to Kamui now. A black shadow passed overhead from the south recently and vanished into the Wawaku Shrine, as if it had been swallowed up. Actually, I think the blizzard's been stronger since then. Kai, there's something else I want to ask you. What's Oki doing with the sacred sword Kutone? I saw him with it outside the village. How could old man Kemu let him take it at a time like this? Oh, you met Oki? He left here with our sacred sword the morning after it all started. As soon as Samical was chosen to take Kemu's place as chief, Oki just took the sword and left without permission. People from the village have tried to persuade him to bring it back, but Oki chases them off. He says he'll defeat the demons himself. He just walked away with the sacred sword? He didn't even ask permission? Well, everyone admits Oki's a great warrior. Even Samical does. But it's impossible to defeat those demons all by himself. I just don't know why he did it, now of all times. One last thing, Kai. It's about Samical. He seems awfully nervous about protecting old man Kemu. It's because of Oki, isn't it? Well, everyone's angry at Oki for taking the sword like that, but you see, well, Samical would never say it, but he believes in Oki more than anyone else does. He's convinced Oki will come back and help the village. So then why'd you have to snap at us like that? Why'd he have to snap at us like that? He even told Furball here to get lost. Well, the day after the village was attacked by the demons, Lika went missing. Actually, I think it's Laika. Laika? As in Laika? That's right, my little sister. We scoured the village and the surrounding area, but we couldn't find her. She just vanished. Not poor little Laika, too. Why would those demons mess with a little girl like that? We don't know for sure if the demons are behind her disappearance, but they would certainly have a reason to seek her out. You see, Laika holds the fate of this village in her hands. The fate of this village? That was Kemu's howl. He's calling to you, Isun. He's summoning the both of you. Kemu's calling for you two. He's been out cold for ages, but it sounds like he's come too. You better not keep him waiting. You don't want to be rude. And just like with any of the other Oina, you can make her change forms. I believe this to be Samikel's house. Oh, can't check right now. Speaking of, he's still angry. What, you still got a bone to pick with us or something? The elder summons the white wolf to his home. You may enter. Well, it's about time. Out of our way, chump. Grrr. Isun playing with fire. Uh-oh. This is the village elder, but... or old man Kemu, but... looks like he might have already kicked the bucket. How many times did Gramps here tan my hide? Bah! This is no time to be dredging up the past. Grr! Who is that bad-mouthing me? Looks like there are some hides to be tanned. Uh-oh. He'll give us a whack. Run away! Run away! Ah, he turned around. Just gotta give him a good bonk. What happened? Was that a dream? Was I sleepwalking again? Sheesh! Old man snooze a lot, tans hides in his sleep too? Why, is that little Isun? So then I wasn't dreaming. Wep'keer village elder, Kemu. I thought I heard Samikel talking to someone outside. I must say, Isun, you've grown. Barely at all since I last saw you. Oh, put a cork in it, Gramps. Did you summon us just because you wanted someone to clobber? Ah, yes. Let's get down to business, eh? It is the white wolf I wish to speak with. You've no doubt already heard this from Kai, but her little sister, Laika, has gone missing. Yeah, we know about that. She disappeared about the time the demons started running amok. That's right. And here, her disappearance threatens the very existence of our village. Kai said something like that too. I can see why you'd be worried. But don't you think you're exaggerating a bit? No, we are not exaggerating. Besides, you've been gone so long, how could you possibly know? Laika has gained spiritual power far beyond my own. Her power is now the key to saving the land of Kamui. Huh? Are you saying Laika's power can defeat those demons? Not exactly. There is another reason we need her power. It is for Ezufuji, the protector deity of Kamui. Ezufuji? As you know, Ezufuji is formed from 2 active volcanoes. Each year, I recite the volcanic incantation that triggers an eruption that warms this frigid land of Kamui. But the demon's power has plunged Ezufuji into an icy slumber. Day by day, Kamui grows weaker and weaker, colder and colder. If we don't have Laika recite the volcanic incantation soon, the land of Kamui will become an icy tomb for us all. Why don't you just recite the incantation yourself, old man? I would if I could, but I no longer have the strength to pray in this raging blizzard. Any idea where Laika could be? That's the problem. We've searched high and low for that girl with no luck. Still, there's one place we have yet to look. Where? Yoshpet, the mysterious forest of deception. Oop. I caught a faint whiff of Leica emanating from Yoshpet. After all, I do have the keenest nose in all of the Oina tribe. I suspect she could be somewhere around here on your map. I'd like you to conduct a thorough search of that forest. You've got to be kidding me. I would not touch that place with a 10-foot pole. Oh, White Wolf, you are our last hope. Not me? Chief Samikal must remain here to protect the villagers, and Oki has left the village on some fool's errand. You're the only one left. Hold on a minute, old man. Do you even know who this furball is? Don't mock me, little sprite. That pure white coat, the crimson markings, and that divine instrument. This is none other than the legendary wolf Shiranui. That name is known far and wide, even in this distant land of Kamui. But I never dreamed the legendary wolf yet lives. Well, actually, this here is... Shiranui, please, you must help us. Leica must recite the volcanic incantation soon. Without her, the land of Kamui will become an icy tomb. I beg you, you must find Leica. I had warned the villagers to beware of strangers, but I will make special exception for you. And I will open the village's far gate that leads to Laochi Lake. You should get what you need from the village before you set out. I've no doubt Leica is in the mysterious forest of Yoshpet, but it's a dangerous place into which we rarely dare venture. Please, Shiranui, you must lend us your strength. If we don't have Leica, recite this... blah, 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 blah. And even the village elder has a wolf form. He's a little lanky, though. Whew, that was a lot of words. Alright. So before going down there, or up there, I should say, I would like to come down here and visit the merchant. Who we can... well, we can ink the heck out of him by accident. Come on. There we go. It's freezing. Kamui's been a mess ever since those demons went berserk. Villagers have been slaughtered, poor Leica's been kidnapped, body and soul alike have been frozen solid. But you, the village elder, has welcomed you as a guest. You'll want to use the opportunity to do a bit of shopping, huh? How about buying some local products? I don't mind if I do. If you'll buy some of my products. And then we have the resurrection beads and some more gold dust. And I'm going to grab some fish feed bags as well. All right. New divine instrument. And we can buff them. And yes, we still have 4. I know we have 3 of these, but we also have these 5 that we still need to come and grab. So we're gonna not bother with those just yet. I really like the resurrection beads. They're very pretty. So we'll keep these equipped for a little while. And we'll head on up. Go to Wep'keer Shrine. There's 1 or 2 things that need to happen here. So here we have a very interesting piece. This is the altar where the sacred sword Kutone was enshrined. There's a great view of Laochi Lake and Ezofuji from here. That's why they come here to pray to the mountains each year. Too bad the sacred sword isn't here now. The altar is also dedicated to the Ark of Yamato. It's said that the Ark has been frozen in Laochi Lake for countless ages. Look, you can see it down there in the frozen lake. That's the Ark of Yamato. Ezofuji and the Ark of Yamato. This is a very sacred place for the Oina tribe. Spooky. I think you can see down in there a little bit. Yeah. Oop. Okay. We'll make our way up here for now. Got some raccoons. I'm willing to bet that these are actually tanuki in the Japanese versions. Because raccoons are generally gray, black, but those guys are all brown. Hello, bear. Would you like some fish? They don't give a lot of faith, but every little bit counts. So we're gonna go all the way up to the tippy top here. And here's the big gate to Ezofuji. This is Afun Gate. You must pass through it to reach the Wep'keer Shrine. But they keep the gate shut tight to prevent unwanted visitors. I mean, bonk. So let's have a visit to this hut. I know who you are. Yes, the divine look of yours is unmistakable. You're the legendary White Wolf Shiranui, aren't you? Wow, they've heard of that name here too. Well, I suppose Shiranui's legend did travel across the sea to Kamui. Guess it really resonates with the Oina because they're so spiritual. Oh, Isun. It's been quite a while, so you're still alive. Oina Shaman Tuskel. Heh, I ain't ready to kick the bucket yet. I just left on a little trip, that's all. Well, I'm glad to see you safe. As you can see, we haven't been so lucky here in Kamui. Since the monsters were revived, many people have lost their lives. Yeah, I've heard about it. So what's up with those demons coming back? And where the heck is Laika? The demons have shut themselves up in Ezofuji's Wep'keer Shrine. They're responsible for the fierce blizzard raging throughout Kamui. We're managing to keep some of it at bay thanks to the Afun Gate, but when the day comes, Kamui is sure to freeze over completely. That's not what worries me most, though. What worries me is how the demons were revived in the first place. Kamui noticed it as well, but just before the demons made their return, a dark force traveled here from the southern land. We both felt an evil energy flowing into Kamui. That's when the demons woke up, as if in response to it. Southern land. Oh, she must mean Nippon. In other words, she's talking about the return of Orochi, Amy. There have been so many monsters here in Kamui that some people even call it the birthplace of evil. I can't help thinking all this havoc in Nippon has its roots in Laochi Lake, the eternally frozen lake at the foot of Ezofuji. There's a large lake called Laochi at the foot of Ezofuji. I think the reason Kamui is called the birthplace of evil is because of the Ark of Yamato that rests in that lake. The Ark of Yamato. Anyone from Kamui knows that story. It's said that the legendary Iron Ark fell from the heavens. If you notice, there's some pretty familiar symbols on the side of the Ark. My grandpa used to tell me that story. Long, long ago, in the age of myths, an iron ark fell from the celestial plane above and sunk into Laochi Lake. The celestial plane is the land above where gods dwell. The gods are known as celestials there. The ark that the celestials were on came crashing down to this land. It was as if they were being chased by something. What they didn't know was that on board with them were countless monsters. One by one, they were consumed, till all the Celestials were dead. Once the Ark crashed, the monsters disembarked and started ravaging the lands. The world hasn't been safe since. It's said that the monsters still rise from the lake's depths. That must be why they call it the Lake of Demons. That's about all I know about it. I do have one thing to add to that. And that's the story of the one surviving Celestial of the Ark. The Ark fell to this world from the Celestial Plane. It was full of monsters which killed the Celestials on board, but the legend tells that there was one man who survived. He managed to escape from the hell that the Ark had become. He then fled, going into hiding somewhere in our world. First time I've heard that. They say the reason monsters still emerge from the Ark in Loichi Lake is that the Ruler of Darkness is still searching for that man. Ruler of Darkness? Does he have a name? It's all just a legend. No one knows if it's true or not. No one has ever set foot on it. But the Ark brought tragedy to our world, that's for sure. If the powers of darkness in the world are gathering in Kamui, I believe it's because the Ark of Yamato is beckoning them. I apologize for chatting so much. Now, if you come all this way, am I to assume you have Kimu's permission? I speak of permission to enter Yoshpet, the Forest of Confusion. Yep, that's right. I really couldn't care less, but Amy here's another story. The entrance to the forest is sealed with the Oina crest. It's our way of protecting the place from evil. There's no way that I can break the seal. But if the Elder has ordered your entry, then I must comply. Shiranui, you may have the Oina amulet. You may have the Oina amulet, Sua Prolo. With that amulet, you can pass by the Oina crest unhindered, and you can proceed on into Yoshpet. If the Elder has deemed it to be right, there can be no mistake. You are the one who can find Laika. Find her before it's too late and Kamui freezes over. Oh, and I forgot. She's Oina, so she can also be dog. I love that her little owls also stay. It's also really fun that their little character icon shows up above their head too. Okay, so we have a blossom right here. And I completely fell all the way down. It's okay. I think, yep, there's a blossom right there that I can utilize. And I think maybe I'll be able to, yeah. There we go. Now, I believe these are going to be 2 clovers. And then I think that this is a stray bead in a chest. I was correct. Let's see if we can't line both of these up and get both of them at the same time with one bloom. There we go. 80 praise in one. Alright. Is there more up here? I don't think there's another spot up on top of there. But I think, yep, I can do this. This could just be a shortcut to up here. Okay, so I don't think that we need to mess with over here. Could, of course, be very, very wrong. It's not a shortcut to up here because there's nowhere to go. Okay, but instead we're going to go back this way. We need to make our way up onto this little ice shelf right here, but we can't do that from down below, so gotta run all the way back up the ramp. Which in hindsight, I should have done that first rather than coming all the way down, but I did fall down by accident, so no big thing. Okay, so, pardon me, bear. We're right about here. We can hop on down. We've got 2 of these rocks here, so what we can do is bonk this one and jump on in. And here is going to be our Power Slash 3 upgrade. So just like with all the other springs, we've got some clovers and we've got pool itself where we can donate. Now this is going to be a huge money investment. It's going to get rid of a bunch of our pocket change. So if I'm not mistaken, each one of these is going to be 120. Yep. So it's going to be 360,000 yen for this one. But this is arguably going to be one of our most powerful upgrades.
Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Only a heart as pure as your own can pierce the darkness. I, Tachigami, can sense purity and light flowing from within you. Thanks to you, my power has again reached its peak. You can now easily slash through anything you desire.
And there we go. The bite of Power Slash got even more powerful? Does that mean you can cut even harder things than before? Boy, can't wait for you to try it out. I'm reminded, did I actually not pick up the... Cherry Bomb 2... Power Slash 3. I don't think that I picked up Cherry Bomb 3. I believe I completely neglected to pick that up from that other area. I'm gonna have to rectify that here in a moment. But now we have Power Slash 3. But also Hardhead. Oop. Hardhead can now break those. So now that our Power Slash 3 has been acquired, we can just bonk these with our head. Oh, and there's some monkeys here as well. Let's give them some seeds. Alright, we're done here for the time being. Oh, hold on. Is this one of our traveler's guides? It is. I believe as soon as I go and pick up that last cherry bomb thing, the entire traveler's guide should be finished. I think I got too excited at having obtained the cherry bomb 3 that I didn't think about picking up the traveler guide at the time. Hello, Kai. How did it go with Kamui? Did he want to talk to you about something? It was a little more than a leisurely talk. We were asked to go look for Laika and Yoshpet. Yoshpet? You mean the forest in the east? I don't think anyone's been there to look for her yet. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that forest isn't exactly a prime tourist spot. Isun, are you really going to go back there? Who said I'm going back? I was using the royal we. I was talking about Furball here. Yoshpet is like another world. Get lost and you might never return. But don't you worry, Emmy here will find Laika. If that's the case, I'll lead the way. What? I know you must be worried, Isun, but we haven't got much time. What do you mean? The demons are waiting for the Day of Darkness. It's a solar eclipse that occurs once every 100 years. Kamui will be in total darkness for a whole day when it happens. Without sunlight, with a demon's blizzard going on, no living thing in Kamui will be able to survive the day. There are only a few days until the Day of Darkness. If Laika's not here to recite the volcanic incantation by then... Amaterasu, you're no ordinary wolf, are you? Kamui wouldn't have asked you to do this otherwise. Maybe you're the reincarnation of the White Wolf Shiranui. You must be very strong if you can cope with Isun. And your point is? Sorry. Anyway, there's no time to lose. I'll lead you into the forest, Amaterasu. Come when you're ready. I'm going ahead to the edge of the forest. And there she goes. Okay, before we do that, there's one fun little thing. So we can do this, and then there is a Ezufuji rocky area. So just like in Northern Ryoshima Coast, this is the second one where you have to use Mist Warp in order to get up here. And by my knowledge, this is the only way to make it up here. And up here we have some white porcelain pots. You got a silver pocket watch. And of course, a stray bead. It's a nice little treat. And then we can make our way back down. The mysterious forest of Yoshpet. The entrance has been sealed by the Oina crest. They did that to protect it from the monsters in these parts. That forest originally had its own power that kept them away. But I wonder if Yoshpet has lost its power. After all, no place is safe from evil in this land now. Okay, so let's just do a quick jump down here. Oh, actually, this is not where I need to be. This is the bandit spider out hole. Now, the one we need to go to... Well, that's Yoshpet right there, so don't need to go over there. Well, we do, but currently on a mission. Now, we need to jump into this hole right here. Oh, maybe I was correct. My apologies. I had the wrong hole in mind. Alright, so it was over here. Let's see, was I able to access it from right here? No, I do have to jump down. Although I could have sworn this was the bandit spider hole. Maybe it is, and I'm just crazy. This is the bandit spider hole. Okay, no, I remember where it is now. I'm all scatterbrained. No, the Cherry Bomb 3 hole is actually over by the Guardian sapling. I just remembered that we had to use one of the blossoms to get up to it. Whoops. Here we go. There it is. I never did open it, because I am silly. And that should be... I know. Wait, this is my move list. Travel guide. So that should be from 1 all the way down to 30. That's the entire travel guide. Let's go ahead and get all of these. Just getting the new label off of everything. And there we go. The travel guide is finished. We still got a few moves, the bestiary, the treasure tome. I believe the animal tome, yep. The animal tome is also technically finished. So while there are percentages of animals, so we miss some animals here and there, the only, for the sake of achievement purposes, you only need to have found each animal one time. So as soon as you get to Kamui and you get the bears, the sheeps, and the cranes fed, if you've gotten all the other animals so up to this point, this is whenever you could have finished everything. You don't have to get every animal to 100%. You just have to have seen every animal and fed every animal at least one time. Look at our stray bead situation. We still have a bunch of these remaining. We've got Wep'keer, we've got Ezofuji, and then there's a couple of areas still remaining down here as well. So we still got quite a bit left. Alright. Let's do a little bit of backtracking to some other areas. Because now that we have the ability to cut through those crystal rocks using Power Slash 3, there are 1 or 2 of them around that can give us an extra boost in praise. Off the top of my head, I recall... Actually, there's one here. Remember this cave that's over here that I was having a difficult time traversing? We're gonna watch me struggle again. Oh, and it wasn't in this hole, it was in the other one. I wish that chest wasn't directly in the middle, or at least it was buried or something, so that was easier to get through. So we can just swipe right on through there. Did I feed this bear? I have. There we go. A nice and easy 50 praise. And we're even above 400. So we can go ahead and ping some in there. Only 4 more health pips to go, and I believe one of them is just because we need to complete solar fragment. Let's actually get into a fight here, because we haven't used our beads yet. I dislike aiming the beads. Slice. This is another thing that I don't like about the beads, is that it's hard to get floral finishers with them sometimes. Because they hit very fast, and sometimes they take the kill before you can get the finisher off on them. And real quick, let's put the beads in the sub menu. Use a sub weapon. And then get into a fight really quick. And we can see, I like the way these ones look as a sub weapon. They look kind of like a samurai shoulder pads. Get out of here. These also are a shotgun pattern. They're pretty powerful if you get them all to hit. But you can only do 2 shots with them before they're completely depleted and you have to wait for them to reconstitute. They are pretty powerful. Anyway, let me put those back there. Okay, so first place we're going to go is we're going to go all the way back to Agata Forest. And we should be able to just turn around. And there's 1 crystal rock. There we go. And I had it on my mind that there was another one somewhere else. And it might have been the one that was already up in Kamui. Let me think. There probably is another one somewhere. I'm just not remembering. But I think that's okay. Alright. So let's instead go to Shinshu Field. We can get one more thing done now that we have some upgraded ability. So we just utilized our power slash 3. Whoops, and got into a fight by accident. See if we can get a double. Yeah, look at that. Amaterasu is real powerful now. So let's make our way over to Tama's hut. Ah, crud. Kind of a shame that having a higher powered power slash doesn't give you more demon fangs from enemies. But that's okay. So we're gonna give Tama down here a visit. After barely dodging a renegade demon scroll. Hello, Tama. It's no good. That doesn't do anything for me at all. It needs more bam bam bam. So now, what I'm gonna do, let's see if I can power slash. Okay. Just gotta get rid of some stuff. Alright, so nope, accidentally did that. So let's stand here. If I can put one here. If I can put one here. Ah. It's a matter of finding a good place to stand. Let's try there. Can I do that? And then as long as you can get the third one out. There we go. Whoa! Is that a triple whammy? Unbelievable. It's coming back to me. I'm Tama. That's it. Tama, the flaming pyrotechnist. Thanks, pup. You've rekindled my fiery spirit. I want you to have this bead I found around here in return. And a stray bead from Tama. Okay then, can't sit around here getting senile. I've got to come up with some ideas for next year's festival. And there we go. That's why we needed Cherry Bomb 3. The biggest reason we needed Cherry Bomb 3. Good old Tama needed him some inspiration. And of course we can come down here and check on our nameless man friend. Although I don't think he's going to be outside because it's nighttime, so let's turn to day. I believe we have to do our business in Wep'keer. Or not yet Wep'keer. We need to do our business in Yoshpet before he will have his last vase for us. And he doesn't have a vase for us, so we can just leave him be for now. So let's make our way back to Wep'keer. Because now that the villagers are going to be out and about, we've got a few things that we can go investigate. Didn't actually get to look around very much before either. Oh, there's a chest here. And some bunny. Oops, I picked up the bunny. Here's where the jade tassels are located. Let's see, do I swim here? Yes, I do. Let's put on the water tablet real quick so that we can just walk on the water. And I don't believe that there's anything of great interest out here, but it doesn't hurt to explore. Do not leave the door open. Got that, Furball? People in this icy land keep their doors closed for obvious reasons. So what does this say? Right to the snowy waterfall left to Kai's house. So we went down here before. I don't know that there's going to be anything new here. But also didn't thoroughly investigate it beforehand. Aha! There was a little alcove that got missed before. Oh, hello, bear. And there was a stray bead in here, so it's a good thing we came back. Okay. Right here is the important one. This is the snowball field.
Woohoo! I've been playing in the snow and trying to make a big snowball. It got a bit bigger than I planned, though. All the grown-ups complain about the snow, but we kids love being outside. It doesn't matter how cold it is. Why don't you try making a big snowball too, Wolfie? I'm only a kid, so that's the biggest I can manage. But you're bigger than me, so you should be able to do better. Just keep on rolling that one there. Make it really, really huge.
Sweet kid. Alright, let's have a little adventure. So here's our little snowball. So here's a little mini game that we can play. There's no time limit, so this is just make sure you go kind of easy. Actually, you can kind of bully the snowball a little bit in these open areas. But I want that one. You have to make this kind of obnoxiously huge for this kid. And you have to be very careful around the fires. Ah. Now, since we have a chest in here, what we want to do is we want to make the fire not touch our snowball. Because if you get the snowball near the fires, if you get it way too close, then it'll melt. But there are a couple of large snowdrifts that are right there nearby it. +2, I think they respawn, so I'll always have the ability to go back through. Oh, and also be very careful about getting it in the water. If it falls in the water, then it's right out. That is the end of that snowball, and you have to restart. See, I don't think there's any reason to come up in here. Not with the snowball, at least. Let's do some cheeky fire shenanigans with this chest right here. And of course, we've got quite a few here in the middle we can come and get. And see, there's these ones right here in the middle that are quite large, but also dangerously close to that fire. You can get pretty close to the fires, but you still need to be kind of careful. Now, I think there might be a chime that happens whenever we get it big enough. I could be wrong. I think you do maybe just have to check with the otter kid to see if it's big. There we go. Let's see what he thinks about this one. Where'd you run my snowball off to, Wolfie? You are making it bigger, aren't you? No, he can't see it. What do you think of this one, kid? Keep going, make it bigger. If you roll it over lumps of snow, it'll grow really fast. You're bigger than me, so you should make it huge. Okay, so he still wants it bigger. Oh, we could not get caught on things. So yeah, we try and prioritize these bigger lumps of snow. Ooh, there's a nice chunky one. The good thing is there's not really any ice on this. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's getting that much bigger, so let's go and see what he thinks. How do you like it, kid? Woohoo! You did it, Wolfie! I've never seen a snowball so huge. I can't believe you got it so big. It's almost scary, but really cool, too. You're definitely the snowball king of Kamui now, Wolfie. First hole digging king, and now snowball king. Boy, you sure have a bunch of silly titles. You're definitely the snowball king. I'll never forget you. And that giant snowball you made. So yeah, we can just get a little bit of praise from the kid. So now I would like to make it nighttime. I would like to make it nighttime. Nighttime. Am I crazy? Is it the other way? I feel like am I going crazy? There we go. I have no idea why it was doing that. Maybe I was just being a little goofy with my drawing and it wasn't coming out very well. Okay, so this is the real reason we want to be in here. Bam. Stray bead. There's only one stray bead in the snowy area. So that's all we need to worry about. Oh, and of course, look at him. Otter mask. I'm gonna make big snowballs like you when I grow up. One day you'll make a snowball so big no one will believe it. One as big as Mount Ezo Fuji. Wow, That's one ambitious kid. He's so small and adorable. All right. We feed these bears? Oh, these are not bears. These are sheep. Oh, and I see a chest over here as well that got missed. There's a stray bead in here as well. Let's see, how many beads is that in this area? So there's 5 out of 6 from Kamui. So that's almost all of them, and the last stray bead that's in Kamui is going to be the one that comes from the gauntlet, the Devil Gate Gauntlet in the Bandit Spider Cave, so we're almost done here. Wep'keer, we have all 4 of them. We're missing 2 of the ones from Ezofuji. Which I'm not sure. I think we can get them right now. Kind of racking my brain thinking about where those could be. Well, let's have a quick look up here. Since we are just right here. Because we only have one more brush technique that we can get. And it is not required for any puzzles outside of these areas. So bear with me for just a moment. I think... Okay. There are these 2 flat, rocky areas that we did not come over to beforehand. And here's an interesting little puzzle. Very simple, but you know, you use the fire from the spicy one to get the stray bead here. And then you use Galestorm. You use Galestorm to grab this. Alternatively, you could use a couple of different other different methods if you have things unlocked. Here we go. So there's no stray bead here. But we have a clover, and we have some monkeys. Then I feel like what I missed was probably up on one of those ledges. Let me think. Let me think. I think what we're gonna have to do is get back up to the top here. Is there not a flower somewhere around here? I thought there was. There it is. slight itch in the back of my head thinking that I missed something up here beforehand. So was it here? No, it wasn't right here. See, the thing I have issue with is that there's some more petals, some more flowers up here. Aha! There was something here. This is going to be our bead? No, this is actually our sun fragment. That was the third one. So there's another solar energy. That might have been our last sun fragment as well. Here we go. This, I believe, is going to be our bead. And sure enough. One bead and one more clover. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. So you see we have two more spots left, two more health pips left. The next one's going to be 350, and the last one is going to be 400. So we need 750 more praise to finally finish off all 20 health pips. So that means that we did in fact find every single solar fragment, which there are 15 of them throughout the game. Excuse me. So that's another thing we don't have to worry about. That last solar fragment's dealt with. I believe that is all the Ezo Fuji stray beads taken care of. Let's just do a quick double check. Mental double check. Okay, so we have one more stray bead in Shinshu Field. This one's going to be from the Nameless Man, and we have to deal with Yoshped before we can get that one. This Gale Shrine stray bead, I know exactly how to get it. It's a hard battle that I'm going to do later. We have the North Ryoshima Coast bead here, which is going to be in a Bandit Spider Cave. And likewise, this one in Kamui is a Bandit Spider Cave. And that is all the beads from Ezo Fuji in Wep'keer. And then after that we have these. I believe these three are going to be Yoshpet. These three are going to be a secret area that I will not talk about just yet. These three, I think, are going to be in another section of Yoshpet, because we'll be going to Yoshpet in two different areas. There's an inner Yoshpet, so I think that's where these three are. And then these last three, I think, are going to be at the final dungeon, which is going to be Waoku Shrine. So there we have it. That's all 99 beads accounted for, give or take. Just a matter of going and getting them. And our treasure tome is also mostly done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. I believe most of those are going to be some kind of tassel. There we have it. And of course, we still need to go after the fish, most of which are going to be from the ocean and from Kamui. Still got some of the moves that need dealing with. That's just a matter of getting enough money to pay the dojo. And of course, we have all the bestiary. Oops. There's still quite a bit that we need to do in the bestiary. But we're not done with the game yet. So we don't need to worry about that quite yet. All right. So the next order of business is going to be going... I think I jumped too far. Next order of business is going to be going into the forest of Yoshpet. But that is all the time we have for today. So after a quick save, I'll say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube. Would appreciate it very much. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Treecluff on YouTube. Come and join me in my Twitch streams, Treecluff there as well. I stream on Saturdays most of the time, whenever I can. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and see you next time.